Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. I'm sorry to be reporting bad news again, but Madonna's concert for tonight in Lisbon has been cancelled. I think it's about 5 p.m. there, and about 20 minutes ago I heard about it. So I was just reading about the performance the night before, because the performance on the 21st went through. But the performance tonight, which is still the 22nd there, didn't go through because it's the 23rd in Australia now, but it's in the AM because I'm nocturnal, so everyone else is asleep. But yeah, oh god, it's just roulette at this point. Like, the 19th was cancelled, the 21st went ahead, 22nd's cancelled. They're saying the 23rd's happening. I mean, you buy a ticket, you are just taking your luck at this point, and it's I just I don't know. I don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think. I was just thinking of doing a video talking about the last performance, and I don't search, I find some of the club release mixes for that coming out, and the songs climb up the dance club chart. And then I saw this news as I was looking up some of the other stuff, and I'm like, oh no, because I was just reading about the 21st and how well that night went. I guess I don't have any information about it, just that it just happened. It's about 5 o'clock there, so at least people have a few more hours, unlike on the 19th where it was I think 7:45 when they announced it, so people only had 45 minutes before the doors were opening, or the performance was supposed to start. Because my understanding was all the performances were changed until 10:30. From 8:30 to 10:30 they moved up 10 hours, but people are talking like the Lisbon shows are supposed to start at 8:30, so I'm not sure. That might just be a mistake there. But well, last night happened. She went on stage at 10:58. She commented about having, being injured, but apparently there weren't any signs. She wasn't limping or anything, and she performed well. She took her shoes off after Frozen and performed Come Alive and Future barefoot. And that singer guy, Dino somebody, who keeps doing the photo song with her, sorry, I don't know who the hell he is. He's the grandson of some legendary singer or something. I should have done my research there, but he's been there for the 4th night, performing Sodade. I don't know how that's pronounced. It's Sodade. They've been doing that number. Everything went fairly well. The beer chat was with a famous artist in the area who apparently was excited to see Crave performed, and then Madonna didn't do Crave. Went straight to Like a Prayer. So that's just a little bit of Madonna. Just Madonna there, like, she'll sit there and talk to someone about this song that they love that she's about to perform, and then she doesn't perform it. Now, the Polaroid selfie was interesting. Now, my friend Israel from Australia, he is a very prominent Madonna fan. He has attended a lot of Madonna shows. I met him when he was back in Australia for the Rebel Heart tour and the Tears of the Clown show. And he was celebrating his 200th concert, 200th Madonna concert tonight, his 44th Madame X show and his 200th concert. I knew he was getting up there. I knew this tour was going to put him, I knew he was in the 50s or 60s, 150s, 160s last time I talked to him. I knew this show was going to put him into the 200s, but I didn't realise he was up to 200 yet. Now, when Madonna was going to do the Polaroid selfie, basically he was the biggest bidder. He bid 5,000, and I meant to ask him had he bought any of the Polaroids, because he's rich. So I'm like, why wouldn't he just buy all the Polaroids? But he bid 5,000 for it, and then he offered her, and she recognised him, of course, and he offered her 5,000 more to take the selfie with him. So he came up on stage, and they took a selfie together, and they chatted and so forth and so on. And he mentioned how she's mentioned who he was and how many concerts he's been to and all that, and he pointed out it was actually the 200th and all that, and he had a nice little moment on stage with her. Now, I've witnessed a couple of moments with Madonna in Israel, so it's interesting. Like I was behind him when he was talking to Madonna a couple of times, or next to him when he was talking to Madonna a couple of times, so it was interesting. And I'm glad he had another little moment with her, because he follows her around the world and he certainly puts in the effort. There are a lot of people who wish they could be him, who love Madonna and wish they could be like the #1 fan, because he considers himself Madonna's #1 fan. And I think he gets to wear that title. Just the fact he's been to 200 shows, I don't really think he can argue with him about it. So I wouldn't argue. I am probably Madonna's 9th fan or something. I don't know where I am in the count. I know there are people who have followed her around the world and spent a lot of money on her. And I don't know what constitutes a fan, whether it's how much you love the person, how much you're dedicated, or how much effort and money you spend on the person. But, in our capitalist society, money seems to be the measure of everything. So let's just say Izzy is Madonna's #1 fan. I can live with that. And I'm glad he had another little moment with her, and she acknowledged his 200th concert, because 200 concerts, that's a lot of money, that's a lot of time, that's almost a year of basically watching Madonna concerts. I know a year is 300, but 200 is so close. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, so she's cancelled another show. Last night went well, but tonight she's cancelled. Now, I thought last night wasn't going to happen. I thought she's not going to be ready after that video of her limping up the stairs. And I probably thought tonight would be more likely, or the next night. So it seems unpredictable now, and I'm so glad I'm not playing this game of roulette with Madonna and Madame X, because I just decided to sit this tour out because I saw all this coming. I'm very, very happy with my little moment of insight. I'm a little psychic. Sometimes I just know stuff, and I just knew, don't even start, don't book a ticket, don't try, just sit this one out. You had your moment with the Rebel Heart tour. You waited. She came to you. It was amazing. Everything worked out perfectly, just like you wanted, just like you dreamed. Just leave it like that. You had a great experience. Just let that be what it is, and just sit this one out. And I'm really glad I did. And I feel really bad for all the fans who, I was reading all these comments, and some people who were commenting on my videos and that were saying they had tickets for the show, and I'm like, oh, good luck, and that didn't happen. It's hard. But yeah, so another Madonna concert cancelled. I guess she's just going to limp on through, and it'll just be a matter of we're just going to be sitting there counting to see how many shows she does and how many she cancels. And I really wish she had just postponed the whole tour, recovered, had knee surgery, whatever she had to do, and then went through the tour strong without any of this uncertainty and fear and anxiety. I feel so bad. Anyone with a ticket is like sitting there looking at it like, am I going to get to see her? Is she going to be on the stage? Oh God. Oh jeez. Condolences to all those people. God bless.